In order to convey the immense change in my son Billy since beginning his training with Action Karate, I feel it's important for me to tell you about my son before the first night we came to see Miss Jackie. Billy is a person who I can best describe as a gentle soul. He is loving and giving to the point of self-deprivation. In many ways, because of this, he has often been bullied in school. I have even been told by his teachers that we need to toughen him up. Unfortunately, because of his sensitivity, he often backed down when things got difficult. We had tried baseball, football, soccer, music lessons, acting classes. He quit all of them when it got too hard. His fear of failure always pushed him to give in when things got rough. 6 months before becoming to Action Karate, Billy's grandfather said, "What about karate?" I was reluctant. I told him it would be a waste of money because after 6 weeks, Billy would probably quit anyway. He offered to pay for his lessons because he wanted Billy to try. It was just around that time that my father-in-law's cancer took a turn for the worse, and in 3 months, Billy's life was truly torn apart. He lost his 27-year-old uncle on Thanksgiving, and then his poppy and his 45-year-old aunt to lung cancer just after the new year. Billy's teacher called to tell me that Billy was having some uncharacteristic behavior issues in school. Immediately, I started him in counseling to help him process all of his grief. This is when Action Karate entered our lives. Expecting little, I was amazed when Billy would come out of class and show me the sweat on his forehead that he was so proud of. Rather than complaints about going to practice, which I had heard with every other sport that he had tried, I heard enthusiasm and anticipation. Within 3 weeks of beginning his quest for black belt excellence, complaints about bullying in school stopped. And amazingly, his counselor said that he felt Billy had had a turnaround he had rarely seen in children dealing with so many issues. He had healthy attitude and outlet for his emotions and no longer needed counseling. Billy chose to participate in his first tournament last April as a white belt. For a child who avoided things he might fail, I was amazed at his decision. The night before the tournament, he couldn't sleep. "Mom, I'm afraid I'm not good enough." I asked him what courage was. He replied, "Being afraid, but doing it anyway." Then I asked him what he thought would make me and his poppy prouder. Going to the tournament and doing worse than every single person there, or staying home because he was afraid. He said, "I'm going to do it, Mom, and Poppy will be proud." That amazing Saturday in April, Billy brought home a first-place trophy he never believed he was capable of, and the seed that had been planted that first night with Miss Jackie began to blossom. On the way to the car after his first promotion night, he told me, "Mom, I am going to be a black belt." As he progressed through the next few months, I was amazed that his determination never wavered. To this day, I have never heard from him, "I don't want to go to karate tonight." Though the children at school have not changed, his confidence in himself has changed his reaction to them. Instead of hearing, "I have no friends," I hear stories of what he did with his friends in school today. On back-to-school night this year, I approached his math teacher to discuss with her some struggles that he sometimes struggles with math, and to please alert me to any issues. Her response shocked me. He's already come to me twice for extra help when he didn't understand a lesson I taught in class. I had never seen this level of responsibility and focus in Billy before. I had truly been concerned about Billy's transition to middle school, but he has truly taken his lessons learned in karate and applied them to every aspect of his life. In truth, having the opportunity and the privilege of bringing him to class and watch the amazing teaching of his instructors has helped me as a parent as well. The word but is all but gone from my vocabulary as a parent. I also try to be less reactionary as a parent and more proactive. Several weeks ago, Billy started to talk back to his father. In the past, my reaction has been one of anger and punishment. On this night, without thinking, I took a different approach. Billy, I said quietly, would you speak to Master Brenner that way? His reply, of course, was silence and then no. Who do you think deserves more respect, Master Brenner or your father? My father, was his reply, followed by an immediate apology to his dad. In that moment, I realized how much we had all changed. Clearly, in his path from white to orange belt, Billy's courage and concentration have multiplied dramatically. But what I am most proud of is my son's character. Billy has always been an open and caring person. Qualities that so often our society tells us are the opposite of strength. At Action Karate, he has found role models that demonstrate on a daily basis that not only can these qualities coexist, but that when they do, a person can achieve amazing things. As Billy's confidence has grown, I have taken great joy in watching him work with other students, helping them and encouraging them. This is where my son's gentle soul shines the brightest. Action Karate has taught both of us that strength, courage, and discipline, when combined with gentleness, encouragement, and compassion, can make anything possible and life a much happier and peaceful existence.